so peaceful. That's all I have to say. Oh, wait a second. I heard, and I helped. And then my car's open up the hillbilly. I just closed it. And I helped. Thank you for hitting the likes and the subscribes, and thank you for donations. I do have a couple of you I still need to contact. I'm going to do that this weekend. Hi. Here she comes. Hi, baby. So anyways, someone needs to go water their plants. Okay. I was walking to the store. Hey. Beset's on the prowl. I was walking to the store and a lady circled around. And normally, like when I'm walking, I chose to go for a walk. I like to go for a walk. It's beautiful out, right? And I'm like, I'm not going to take my bike today. I'm just going to go for a walk. Hey. And so I'm walking. And then, truck circles around. And it's a lady. And hey, she's like, aloha. She's like, hey, do you need anything? I said, no, I'm good. She goes, I just seen you walking, and I'm just make sure if you need anything. And she's smiling. Like, I could feel her energy was good. And I'm like, no, I'm just walking. It's, it's nice out to get out. Oh, I wish I could show you that freaking cloud. Hold on a second. Dude, that's awesome. Maybe I'll show you. Hold on. Let me see if I could turn it. It's going straight up. So anyways, I'm turning it. So, hold on. I said, no, I'm good. Hold on. And, oh, thank you. She goes, because us women, we got to look out for each other. I said, man, I appreciate that. But usually, I don't want no one to stop. I wouldn't ask for help anyways, because I'm just walking. I I chose to go walk. But, what was I going to say? I'll walk with a 50-pound thing of kitty litter all the way back. I'm like, it's good for shoulders like boulders, right? I really can't read the bottom, guys, because I cracked my phone. And I'm kind of thankful because I am and I'm not, but it's whatever. But I don't really, there's trolls, I can't read the shit. So I apologize if I can't, 333, if I can't see what you guys are writing. Okay. So anyways, she's like, yeah, because us women, we got to look out for each other. And I'm like, yeah. I said, I appreciate you. Thank you. It was just good energy. There's been plenty of times like walking in the rain and with 50 pounds of cat litter. But even if someone would stop, they're like, no, I'm good. But it was just like, and then I walked into the store and then I was talking to another lady, 21-3. And the lady's like, what happened to your leg? I said, oh, a dog bit me, but it was, an accident, because I jumped off the ladder and I just scared him. It didn't really hurt. I just kept going. She's like, I got hit my leg too by a softball. She goes, sorry to bring that. I said, it looks worse than what it is. She goes, I was working the concession stand. Everyone's like, heads up, heads up. And she's like, I had my back turned to it. What is that? Had my back turned to it. And it hit her. And like I said, we both walk around with bruises. No, I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't know. I just, every time I go to the grocery store, I meet like new friends. But, anyways, guys, like I said, my phone's cracked at the bottom, so I can't see your comments. So if you're trying to troll, it's a waste of time. Hi, Sheebs. There's another thing I want to say. Another lesson that I've learned. Yeah, we're not doing that here, okay? I rebuke that. Anyone trying to, do weird shit on my channel, I return that back. What is that, a coffee? How did you guys do that? I don't know what you just did, but thank you. When I first moved in here, because shit, whatever I need to learn, I'm like, Lord, show me, like, so I'm here to do. I'll go through all the tests, all lessons, And so when the trolls and people think that they're, hurting you and stuff, they're really not. They're actually helping you elevate, go through the process. You know what I mean? So my ears ringing. So I don't really, I ain't mad at nothing. I get it for what it is. And everything in life, and we all have different paths, and we all have different contracts and ethers, and we all have different, all these different things, So I used to do MMA. So, to me, it's like, what did I learn from this? What did I need to learn from this? What am I not seeing in this lesson? I don't really hang on to anything, that's scratching my neck. I don't really hang on to anything, and I'm not really mad at anything. I just, what do I need to learn from it? And I move on. But I also am highly protected. So if you come on here or into my life when, trying to disrupt what I'm supposed to be doing because it's my life purpose, then my angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides, and most of all, the Most High, because I do work for Him, is going to handle it. So now is not the time to fuck around. There's the warning. One of the things when I moved in here, so long story short, I was getting ready to go to work, right? In my bag and everything, getting ready to go. And none of my cats run out. Why do I keep itching there? Whatever. So the door was open like this, but they never run out. So boom, Sheba goes bracing out. And I'm like, oh no. Because like I love them most. I'm like, oh no. So I'm walking around, fucking. I'm upset. I don't cry normally, but I was upset. I'm like, I love that cat so much. I love that cat. Like, so I stayed out there all night. I didn't go to work, and I stayed out there, and I was chasing her. Speaking of sheep, she's right here. Sheep. I was like, Boo Boo's coming. There she is. Regardless, she came back. So, but what I learned from that lesson, because she did come back. She did come back in the house. But as long as I chased her, she kept running from me. When I just sat there, and I sat on the porch all night for 2 days, she came to me and walked right in the house. So with that lesson, here's Bassett. Bassett, the more we chase things and try to control the wheel, the more it's going to go from us. We're going to prolong it because, when my grandma would sing, whatever will be, will be. So when you try to control and try to hang on to something and chase it, it's going to continue to go that way, right? So once I let go and I said, well, Lord, you know how much I love this cat. But it had to, after that lesson, what I've learned was that to let go as much as, whatever it is, but to trust God that, the cat's going to come back, which it did. But I had to learn that. And that's the same thing when people are worried about finances, when people are relationships and stuff like that. When you're trying to hold on to this or that, sometimes you got to let go, because whatever is meant to be will be. Let it be. You're saying it. We're saying, let it be. Yep, you just got to let it be. And that's the same thing with finances, when people are sitting there counting it and hiding it and hanging on to it, you know how money flows is, say I have $1, right? And I have $1 and I give it to this person. Okay, so say I give it to this person, and then that person goes and buys something from the store from that person. Say that person goes and, I don't know, buy something from that person, and that person takes that same $1 and goes and buys a new pair of shoes or and then that person, and the money flows and it comes back. Now, it's how you give and your intentions, or what you spend in your intentions, because everything comes to a full circle. When people try to hang on to stuff, it kind of blocks it. You're hanging on to it. You're not letting that shit flow. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? It's hard for me to read the bottom of my phone. I already told y'all why it's cracked. So I'm sorry, but not because, look at my hair. Anyways, I can't read that. I'm actually thankful it's cracked at the bottom, so I can't read all the troll shit. Whatever I meant to see, I will see. No, I know you didn't donate, because what you're doing is on here. That's the old trick in the book. You didn't donate shit, because when I give, and I'm like, hey, everybody. That's the old trick in the book. Thanks, but no. So that will be taken from you. Okay? We're not doing that. I also don't care the opinion of trolls. Okay? If you don't like the way I look, that's cool. No one asked and stay in a fucking fashion show. So, anyway. No one donated anything. That was a lie. Okay, so I'm going to do a collective read, and I'm just going to leave it. It's linked at the bottom, so you can see it. Dude, it's fucking beautiful out, man. It is beautiful. Let's do a reading. I also want to tell you guys something. Be mindful of what readers you're watching or what you're watching. We're not doing that. Bless you. Because here's the thing. I can give you a story of this, okay? I could pull these cards, and you could say, how are my finances going to be, right? And I can pull these cards, and I can say, well, it looks like you're going to have a hard time getting that coin, with a bad outcome. Or I could say, you're going to be I could say it's froze, or I could say shit's coming into you. The power of the mind, which is like watering a plant, right? It's all here. It's what you believe. Because just like, with the story with my cat, when I was trying to control the situation, it's all here, y'all, because I can, what it is in your mind, what is it, what we speak is spell work, and that is what we speak into fruition. And what we think, in our mind, what we're constantly thinking, that is, then we end up speaking it and that becomes our reality, right? That's what that is. You, 23, 12, 15, 13, 14, 300. So be mindful because that is your reality. And don't let anyone speak your reality for you. So be mindful of what you're listening to because that's going to, so if you're going to a reader and, they're saying, well, so what this is here is to be mindful of or, some advice. But in all actuality, I could pull all the worst cards in a deck, but you have the power to change it, right? But actually, there's a story of there was a reader and she, what we speak is, okay? 2212. What we speak is, okay? So when you guys are on here hexing and cursing, that's only going back to yourself. You're just showing what you have within yourself, right? I don't care. Why are you so mad at me? Because you don't want me to speak the truth. That your spirit, I irritate your demons. So you want to hex and curse me, but just know what you put out comes back to you. I'm not here. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm trying to help you. So what you're doing, right? Especially, to those of us who are here teaching and speaking, with good intentions, you can't touch us. You understand? Now's not the time. And that's why I put my hair like this. And you know what I mean? So, and that's what it is. So be mindful because that is one thing since I was a kid and since always, what your reality is. If you say you can't do something, you're not going to. It ain't about what that person, It's mental strength, the power of the mind and the tongue and what you speak. Stop. And don't worry about what people are saying. Should I get mocked and this and that all the time in real life and on here? But you know what? That shit don't mean nothing because their reality is not mine. I create my own, just like you guys do. Right? So, I mean, why would you really worry about what a loser has to say? They're only projecting how they feel about themselves onto you, which I'm not your sacrifice and I don't really give a shit. Thank you for showing me how you feel about yourself. Right? 2113. But anyways, it's hard for me to see on my phone, so this is what it is, and it's hot, so I don't care. What did I do with it? I was listening to a story, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it on my community board, and it has to do with money and the way it flows, and it's just like it's not just money; it's everything, right? It's how you look at things and view things. Because remember, we're spiritual beings living, a human experience, right? So we're conditioned a certain way to kind of block and erase who we. Do you remember 3113? What it is, right? You're like, what's going on? What is it? Because it's really, you have to. We're taught this, but then we gotta like erase, you know what I mean? All that stuff. So I'm gonna post, it's a book, and I love listening to books. I love learning and stuff. But it's like stuff you already know. Like all these books written and all this knowledge is within us. We are the pyramid, right? We are the frequency. We are frequency. But I think it'll help some of you guys. So as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to post on my community board something to listen to. Okay. It's like, I don't care where I'm at, how much I have in other people's eyes, materially or whatever. I feel I was born rich, like my heart, and I got spiritual protection. Like, you could take all my material things. I'm spiritually protected. You can't take that from me. That is one thing nobody could take from me, ever. So to me, that's rich. That's money can't buy that shit. And you know why? Because I use my gifts for good, and I'm thankful, and I, you know, I could cut everyone off in this world, because one of the first things, in part of healing is to start cutting people off and understanding what you need to do to protect your peace, right? That's the first part of healing, setting healthy boundaries to protect your peace and this and that. But shit, y'all can fucking take it. Because you know what? If there was a choice, like, okay, you could have all the things in the world, do, right? But we're gonna take your spiritual protection. But that's not gonna happen. We're always gonna be protected and stuff. But I'm just saying, I'm just giving you whatever. I'm always protected, And when they say if you have an empty bowl, it's all how you look at it. Now I got room to grow more. I have all this space now. When people think, oh, you have nothing, but no, actually, I get a whole new beginning. It's all how you look at it, right? Maybe maybe before was built on a faulty foundation, or maybe, there's some stuff in there that didn't belong in there. But now that stuff is gone, you got all this room for more. New. 21:14, 22:14, right? You guys rushing around here like deadline for what? What are you guys rushing around for? What are you like running around for? In a rush for what? You're drained. Drained. Fucking drained. What are you looking at? When then you look up, and your fucking day is gone. What did you do? 16, 16? 7, 7? Right, we have a choice. Which way you go? You can go this way, that way. What are you paying attention to? I can't read it. So 23, 7, 16. Someone wishes never did magic on you. That sounds like a personal problem. Ancestors whooping their ass. So cut out all distractions. That'll heighten your psychic abilities, your intuition, which we all have. You're moving out of obstacles even if the enemy is paying for it. That's the truth. Walk away. It's time to heal. Someone tried to trick you into marrying them. People don't believe you. Well, they about to. Horus in the building. Here he is. Got Horus on my necklace. Angel Raziel. The angel of mystics and keeper of secrets. Someone's trying to do sex magic. This shit needs to fucking stop, man. People doing all these fucking, sex magic and all this fucking magic. You know what magic is? Hey, look what I can do behind the scenes. But once you see through that and that trick, everything's been done on me. Everything's been done on me. So that shit don't work on me. I see through it, right? You can't really do that shit on someone who's been through it. And especially all at once. you know, and that's cool. That was something I had to learn this lifetime, you know, and I can help teach other people, but that shit don't work on me, you know, so that shit don't work at all. Not fake apologies, not this, not that. That works. So when someone comes to me with some weird shit, I see you. Because I had at every angle 2020 all come at me. Rituals, everything. That shit don't work on me. Now I'm here to teach y'all how to protect yourself and grow and learn and not let that affect you either. Right? We're here to live our own lives and be prosperous and healthy and safe and, you know, happy, protected. So when people come in with some bullshit, blah, bitch can't touch this. I don't give a fuck. Say what you want about me, because I know who I am. So, you know, once you know who you are, you don't really give a fuck about when a peasant comes and tries to mock you or, you know, try to affect your life. Because I know exactly who I am. Do you remember? I know who I am. A cat daughter. Whoops. A queen. So it's Earth Angel. Some of you guys are Earth Angels. Animal, you got animal protection. I can't read my phone. Sorry, y'all. It's correct for a reason. You got a rich male. We got courtship. You got a couple going to jail. A couple of clowns going to jail because they want to, what? We got the letter B. Someone might have a gambling addiction. Someone's getting locked up or they are locked up. Something about Tuesday. Moon sign. Caught up by higher ups. Something about a pedophile. Whoops. You hear that? A religious cult. You are protected. Relocating, traveling, some of you guys can be. Something about a father figure. Somebody's sad. Someone's got an illness and it's not your responsibility. We got Libra. Mask is falling off. You are single. Ears ringing. Let go of fear and doubt. Blank, blank. We got J5, but I can't read that. You just chilling, standing in the truth. Dark energy. Yeah, go with the flow. Just let go. Live, stop trying to dictate. And we're just talking about that. Quit trying to dictate everything. All you can do is control what you do on the daily, right? Thought you're weak thought your ass was weak, right? You are born with maybe I can't read my own writing. Let's see. Shut that shit up. and go. Spirit is going to make you feel uncomfortable until you make a move. So until you make that move, Spirit's going to make you uncomfortable to make you move in the right direction, right? Because maybe you're stagnant. There's something needs to go. We got 555 out here. Wounded warrior energy. 9. Right. 7. Somebody is crying because you are winning. That's weird. 8-3. It's 11. God loves you, and someone could be Libra North Node or Venus. Somebody wants to reach out to you. Difference in background. Something about a dark coven. 5 again. Some might have stomach issues, facing legal issues. Whoop. 7 again. 9. For God so loved the world, they gave his only son, blah, blah, blah. John 3:16. You're on point. Something about a father figure again. Unexpected. Something about Tuesday again. Something about Tuesday. 2022. Your spiritual gifts are heightening. God is hearing you. Dance and sing more. Something about October 27th or Scorpio. Something about children. Balance and harmony has been restored in every area of your life. Cards every. I'm making a mess. Straight making a mess. 27, 22. Something about 27, 9. We got Gemini here. Rising sign. We got the letter A. Ooh, someone is doing spell work behind. I don't give a fuck about spell work. 10, 34, 22. 7, Z, Zeus. Yeah. Yeah, it's time to take action. You are protected. W. Trust your intuition. And we got Taurus in the building. You are unbothered. People are waking up to their lives. You are unlike anyone else. Someone's changing their mind. Their plans backfired. New opportunities coming your way. Next friend who is jealous, blah, blah, blah. You know, some about tracking device. We got the letter F. Religious cult, again, third party, something about government. They are jealous. Passing away. Trying to cause a breakup. Something about a car accident. Going to the gym, getting fit. They jealous of that. We got new relationships. They're embarrassed and they went on a journey. Okay, so that's done. Main female. I'm just done here. So angels are supporting you at this time. Someone might ghost you or you're their boo. They only want power. They get an ego death. And you don't care! So someone's getting readings on you, but they're all, whoever's getting readings on you, I feel like someone's getting readings on you, or they're like listening to a whole bunch of things, but they're not getting the right information because you are protected. You are divinely protected. So that's what that is. All right. I love you guys. Take care. And I got to go. Oh, like I said, anyone that put their number, for personal reading stuff, I'll get to tomorrow. Okay. So guys, stay strong. Mind strong. I love y'all. Bye.